So I came across this official list, and I'll go through each one, just showing you how it works. So we'll do it in order. So first is F, which is fit selection interview. So we'll just get a shape, just click and click the work plane. So you press F and that just kind of zooms in. So if you have another object here and that's selected, same thing. Now I'm just zooming out, that's the mouse wheel, but we'll get to that. So that's the first one, F. And orbit is right mouse or C+L plus left mouse. So orbit just means you're just kind of orbiting around the shape. And you can also do C+L and left mouse to get the same effect. Pan is the middle mouse or shift plus right mouse. So here's the middle mouse, just the pan, or shift and right mouse, same thing. Zoom in and out, plus and minus, or the scroll wheel. And if you have a touchpad, same thing. Then we have shape properties, so we can group objects together in TinkerCAD. So what you do is just hold the left mouse and then get the two objects in there, Control G, and that groups the objects together. So I just did Control Z undo, but let me change the color here. Well, that's grouped. We'll ungroup that. Ungroup is Control Shift plus G. So what I want to do is just change the color just so you can see the effect. So when you group it, it changes color so you can see what's grouped. Ungroup it and it goes back to there. Then we have make a hole. So let's bring in a sphere. If you make a hole, you just press H, and what that does is it makes a hole. So in order to actually have the hole affect the object, you need to group them together. So we just learn group, we just Control G, and you see now we have a hole in that shape. And let's go. If you want to make a hole solid color, make a solid color, you just press S, H, S, H, S, and that works on every object. Transparent, so that's basically in between, so it doesn't actually make a hole, but it just makes it so you can see through. So if you make this transparent, we can see the sphere. And what you can also do is go from transparent and press H, and then you can go back to that. If it's in transparent and you press S, you press T again, it goes back to solid. So H, T, T. Right, H, T, T, H, S. Okay, so we have lock and unlock. So that's pretty self-explanatory. He locks the object. Control L. Now we can't move it. We can move other objects around. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Press Control L again, and then that unlocks it, so you can move it and scale it as you want. We have hide, Control plus H, hide objects. And if you want to show all, Control Shift H, Control Shift H, 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 Control Shift H. Pretty simple. So the ruler, that's a pretty cool one. Just press R, hit that, and when you select the object, you have a bunch of measurements. So you can pan the view, and you can hit this to change to orthographic or like flat, so you can see the ruler measurements a bit better. And you can just get rid of that by clicking the X. Workplane, place the workplane, so press W. So default is just over here, but when you actually select the top object, now when you select a new object, you can place it there and place it above where the workplane is. So you can actually have a workplane on the side as well. Put a sphere down. Boom. Now you see that's connected on that workplane. And to get the workplane back to normal, press W, click anywhere on the main plate. Simple. So workplane at shape. So you can actually press that. What was it? It was Shift W, and it places it towards the shape. So if you had something like this cone and you rotated it, then if you press Shift W, now you see the workplane is above the top there. And same thing if you rotate it back, not that way. It's a bit off, ain't it? Oh no, that's just the view. If you do Shift W here, then it does it to the flat side. Shift W, and to get back to the default, W and click the main space. Show shape workplane. So basically, if I rotate this again and I do Shift W and add in a sphere, if you press E, it shows the workplane for the object that you set down. So you can see that. Right. That one there, that one there, that one there. So let's come off of that. Okay, so rotation stuff. So rotate snap to 45 degrees. You press or you hold Shift. So normal rotation, it does it in 22.5 degrees. If you go to this outer circle, you can get smaller measurements. And then if you hold Shift, it does 45 degree snaps. And you can let go of Shift while you're doing that as well. Just like that. It's pretty cool. Scale about center. So Alt plus scale handle. So here's a scale handle. Here's a normal scale. And we'll undo that. But here's a scale while holding Alt. You see the difference there. So let's get to objects so you can see it side by side. So we'll do one scale normal and then one scale holding Alt. You see the difference there. Okay. Uniform scale is a good one. So same thing. Let's get two objects. And with a scale here, while holding the handle. So this is a normal scale, and then this is while holding Shift. And it scales it uniform in all directions, in X, Y, and Z. We'll undo that. Just Control Z to undo. That's like later down the line, but I'll just say that now. So next we have move the grid space. Move one grid space, sorry. So to arrow down, right, up, and the grid snap, you can change the actual measurement to how far it goes. So that's pretty cool. And there's another one I don't think is on there, where if you hold down Shift and then you press the arrow, it moves it 10x, whatever the grid snap is. So if it's 1 millimeter, it moves it 10 millimeters. If it's 5, then it moves it 50. So that's a useful one to know. Move up, Control plus up, down. Pretty simple. So hold Control and then move up or down on the keyboard. And then the cruise tool one, so you just select an object, press C, and then you drag it here, and it can cruise through and attach to any object on the plane, on the sides, even on rounded objects like that. So that's pretty cool. Then you can just let go. Then we have copy, Control C, that's an obvious one. Control V to paste it. Control D is a really cool one, duplicate. And it duplicates it within the object, so you have to drag it to be able to move it. Or you can scale it from there, however you wish. You know. And the cool thing with Control D is, let me show you this little cool thing. So let's say we have like a cone, and let's say we just scaled it like that. You press Control D, and you have to keep the selection the whole time. So if you say you rotate it, you press Control D again, it keeps that thing, and it continues to repeat the pattern. So you can make some very cool stuff, and you can highlight that. You can rotate the whole thing, make it flat, you know. You can group that together, Control G, and now that's the whole object. Scale it. You can have a little bit of fun with that, right? Then we have drag a copy. That's another cool one. So hold Alt and then move the shape. So hold Alt, move the shape. Same here. Have it on our complex objects. Hold Alt, move the shape. You can even group that together again to make something even more complex. So that's a pretty cool one. And then we have Control Z, we've already taught that. Control Y is to redo. So if we did that, Control Z, redo, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y. We'll just delete that, delete key. What's next? Select all, that's pretty cool. Control plus A. It's gonna select everything. And what you can do is you can hold Shift and select objects to deselect. And also to select multiple objects, hold Shift and click the object. Control A, Shift, click, and just start deselecting stuff. So have a bit of practice with that. So yeah, that's Shift like I just showed. And D is the interesting one, it's drop to Workplane. So remember, we can set the Workplane where we want, and we can just press D to drop it down. So if we do W and have the Workplane here, click that, D, that's gonna have the new Workplane. You can put that all up in these areas as you wish. Okay, you have L, so align. This is a really good tool. If you have multiple objects, select, and then Shift and select. Press L, and you can hit this middle button, and it aligns it. You can put it in the middle as well. You can do down, you can do up, and you can select several objects as well. Press L, put that there. And then you can also choose the master for where you want it to align to. So if you want to align it to this square here, then all of them are going to be in there. So that's a pretty cool one. And then mirror or flip, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just mirrors it. So you press M, you can mirror it like that. You can mirror it this way, that way. I like to show with a scribble. So it's a cool little scribble thing. Press done. And you can press M and mirror that, and it shows you the outline of how it looks while you mirror it. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the shortcuts. There's some other cool stuff, like, so something I like to say is there's like tons of shapes in here, like you have no idea how many there are. So type in 2 letters like AA, and you'll just come across some random stuff like Pac-Man, high resolution sphere, got gears, got a star. You can type in just like anything just to get like some random selection of items, or you can type in something that you genuinely want to look for. So adjustable box and lid. And the cool thing is it has a bunch of these like things that you can actually adjust. You can click here, you can type in your numbers as you wish. Box height, wall thickness, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's all the shortcuts pretty much. Yeah, like you can move stuff around. Got this arrow here, scaling. It can be uniform if you hold Shift. We can let go of Shift. Same thing. You can move these arrows. You can move these ones. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously you can group stuff together how you want. So what you can do is like align stuff, and then you can group it after it's aligned. You can ungroup it. You can make stuff a whole. Like if you want to make this a whole, and then group it. So now you have something that's aligned in the middle. Obviously I changed the shape so it wasn't even, but you get the gist. There's a lot you can do with it. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful for you guys. That's all the shortcuts I learned while listening to a bunch of videos. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll put the link up for this shortcut list in the description, so you have the access to that as well. Peace.